This is Brother Jamal coming to you on my YouTube channel. If you'd like to, subscribe every time we drop a video, you'll be able to catch it. You can hit the subscribe button. Just look for Jamal Muhammad under my YouTube channel. We're coming to you. This is Monday evening, November the 9th. Now, for you guys who might want to ask some questions, leave me some questions, leave some comments about, whatever we discuss or whatever we talk about, please feel free to do it. And we, inshallah, we'll try our best to get back with you on the comments and questions of just, whatever you may have on your mind. Please feel free to drop us, a line and let us know. The last video we did like part one. We did, I think, like a part two maybe on it was advice and just kind of talking about a few things. Last time we also dropped a video. We talked about, it was actually due to the NAACP putting out a kind of like alert to the black community across this country about what was put out by the white supremacist groups. I'm sure most of you probably caught that or probably saw it by now. And people should really be on high alert, not just because the election is over with, passed, done with. No, we should be on high alert all the time, really, guys. Really should be. Because as I can't emphasize this enough, because of the time that we are living in, it calls for us to be on high alert. It calls us to think safety. We should be thinking that way. So in saying that, let me give you some examples and maybe even raise some questions for you just to more or less think about some things. You know what I'm saying? Just to think about some things. I mean, it's obvious that there is a genocide move to carry out certain acts of genocide towards the black community. Now, people may find that hard to believe. They may think that since we're inside the U.S., this wouldn't happen. Well, this has happened. So we're not talking about something that has not happened, because it has happened. There has been genocide carried out towards the black community inside the U.S. This has happened before. If you go back and look into Rosewood, Florida, what happened there. You look at Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street in the 1920s. You look at the MOVE organization that was bombed in Philadelphia back in the 70s, late 70s. All those are genocide acts that have been carried out towards the black community inside the U.S. All you got to do is Google it. The MOVE organization in the late 70s, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. They dropped a C4 explosion on them, took out over 270 row houses in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This was the late 1970s. Rosewood, Florida, the 1920s. They massacred the people in the town, dug up the town, then buried the town in Rosewood, Florida. This is historical. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1920, had a Black Wall Street there. That was all destroyed. So these are genocide acts that have been carried out inside the U.S. We have history to prove that it has happened. So for all those people who think that it wouldn't happen, it already has happened inside the U.S. So this notice that was put out by NAACP, we should take heed to that, because they specifically talks about black men and black boys. This is their specific target. Not saying they won't do anything to black women, black girls, black babies, black teenagers. Yes, they will. They just mention black men and black boys. We need to take that serious. We need to be on the lookout all the time. Be safe. One of the examples they give in the memo, if someone bumps your car, someone runs into the back of your car, please don't jump out, because big mistake you make, because once you're out of the car, they can snatch you up. Your car will disappear and you will disappear just like nothing ever happened. You just be missing. And they talk about how they want to torture, kill, do all kind of stuff to black people, black men and black boys. They talk about this in the memo. We should take this serious, guys. We should really take it serious. Question. Pose a question to the black community. Do you think that do you think, the question is, do you think that there should be a boycott on Black Friday? With all the things that are happening to black people and the black community inside the U.S., do you think we need to boycott Black Friday? Question, do you think we need to boycott Black Friday? Something to think about, y'all. See? The other question is, too, with all the police killing that's going on with black people inside the U.S., all the police killing that's going on to black people inside the U.S., do you think that any of these police officers are going to be prosecuted? Do you think they're going to be arrested? Do you think they're going to be tried? And if they do, or if they are tried, do you think they're going to get the severe punishment? See? Question. Just that's something to think about, y'all. And between, like I said, because of the time that we're living in, between now and January, we should be on high alert, because anything may go down, anything may happen. Between now, inshallah, between now and January, we should stay on high alert, because anything may go down, anything may happen. Brother Malcolm talked about the idea that we have a right to self-defense. You have a right to protect yourself. Any black person living inside the U.S. in this day and time, you have a right to self-defense. And especially if it's a situation where the authorities and the law is not providing protection and not serving and protecting the black community like it's supposed to, we have a right to self-defense. We have a right to protect ourselves. We're not saying go out and instigate and start nothing, no. But you have a sworn duty. You have a right to protect yourself. The Holy Quran talks about, Bismillah ar-Rahman, that when you judge between people, it always should be in fairness. And there has been no kind of fairness in any kind of judgment towards the black community, black people, black men, women, girls, boys, you name it. There's been no fairness in judgment. With all of the murders that have taken place in this country, inside the U.S., there's been no fairness in prosecuting these police officers, prosecuting people who murder black people. There's been no fairness. See, there's been no justice. Not at all. See? And so this is why it's important that the movement for justice continues to go ahead, go on. See? That's extremely important. You know? Listen, the part of my notes here that I want to mention to you is from my this is called the Genocide Program of the U.S. Now, this is something that began back in 1945, y'all. And look, the Genocide Program of the U.S. it's more vicious than the program that Adolf Hitler had. Because look, if we look at right today, they have said as of Monday, November the 9th, 1.2 million people worldwide, including almost 250,000 in the U.S. alone. And they're expecting the numbers to go higher. So part of the genocide, part of the depopulation, part of the New World Order is to get rid of so many people on the face of the earth. They're saying right now 1.2 million people worldwide, including almost 250,000 in the U.S. See, this is part of the New World Order. This is part of depopulation. This is part of the genocide policies and program that the U.S. have. They instituted this back in 1945, y'all. This ain't something they just not started. It took them 20-some years to push this thing and get it to be policy, but they started working on this in 1945. So here we are today. They have a genocide programs. They have genocide policies now that's worldwide. See? So we need to take heed and take note of this, y'all, of what time it is. Like I said, the time we're living in is serious. So I want to bring this short talk to you. This is advice and a talk. And this could be like part 3 of podcast that we want to bring to you on being safe and just security, being conscious minded, being conscious of your surroundings, your movement, that's extremely important. So inshallah, we'll continue to try to bring you more videos along this line, maybe like a talk, advice, and security, and thinking security minded as we, inshallah, as we move forward. But we have to remember the time that we're living in is a serious, serious time.